All right, in this video we are going to talk about starting our 6th grade folder cover design, and we are going to approach it as a graffiti design, and our names are going to be in a graffiti style. And so basically we're going to put a tag, which is our name, in a graffiti style. But before we can begin on the cover, I want you to do a practice round on some scratch paper. So to start this off, you are going to get a piece of computer paper, and we're going to use our handy dandy straight edge here, and we are going to basically block in the space where our letters are going to be. So anyway, I'm just going to put mine going straight across for now, and I want you to keep your letters really close to the size of this straight edge. It is about 3 inches, so you could maybe work just a tiny bit smaller. You may also go a little bit bigger, but this is a good starting point for your letters. So I'm going to start by putting my letters in this space. And since we're using a graffiti style, if I just go ahead and do something like this, well, that's not graffiti. However, it does place my name on the paper the size that the teacher already said we need to have, which is about 3 inches. So this is the next step, which is to just basically print your letters in uppercase within this 3-inch space. And that would be a good time to stop the video. All right, once we have them blocked in, the next thing is to decide what type of graffiti style letters you are going to use. And I am going to work right around these letters because they all fit on, and it gives me a pretty good idea of what space I need. So I'm going to do what are called the easy bubble letter font. And so I'm going to start with this and just say, okay, now I need to build around this. Remember I said you can go a little bit above. I'm going to kind of round that up here. And I'm going to make it rounded all the way around. And I've got a nice round part to the J right here. And then I can just erase the inside part where my first letter was. And so there's my J. My E is going to also be rounded, and you're just going to work with each letter to kind of give you an idea. We're following a little bit of a guide. Can it vary a little bit? Yes, just a little bit, but not much. You really want to keep with the style that's given to you because it will help you out and it saves you time. All right, so I'm going to go up and I'm going to round right here on the J. And then we'll go ahead with the N and so forth. So this is a bubble style graffiti letters. The other thing I want to mention is when you're doing this, don't be afraid to overlap. You know, if I start this N over here and I decide, boy, it's just, I'm getting really short on space, there's no reason you can't just say, well, I'm going to overlap them a little bit. And I want this N to be really round and bubbly. And so, yep, nope, I want that a little bit wider. Do a little erasing here. And as I get over here, I'm going to have it behind the E just a little bit. All right, so they can touch, they can overlap, all right, or they can be separate. So you'll have a different style to look at as well, like this style of graffiti letters. And as you can see, I started the same way. With my straight edge, I blocked in my letters. In fact, you can see where I erased them. And then you can see where I've added the straight edges and what we call serifs on there. So this is the first step, is kind of building up what lettering style you are going to use for your graffiti letters. And that will be the end of this video, is just the planning stages.